I don't care what no one say, Helen Keller is not real. I've been hip since like 3rd or 4th grade, but when I try to tell this to the teachers would get mad at me. But really think about it, it don't make no sense. Cause if you deaf and blind, how you go even learn the concept of anything? Especially back then when she is supposedly around, they ain't have all the technologies then that they have now. You know, maybe if at one point she could see and hear, then went deaf and blind, it might make more sense. But I swear they say she was born deaf and blind. So if you come out the womb, no concept of anything, can't see, can't hear anything, how will people ever be able to even communicate with you? It don't make no sense. I feel like if you was born blind and deaf, especially at that time, you just kind of be born with like nothingness, bro. You would just kind of be there for real. Like, how would you even teach someone stuff? How would you teach them how to read? How would you teach them how to write? Think about when you was learning how to read and write, how much being able to see and hear helped you with that process. Now, imagine trying to learn that without being able to see and hear. You wouldn't be able to, bro. I don't care what no one say, Helen Keller is not real.
These are some nice shoes actually right here. I actually like these a lot. Yo, bro, check this out. Did you know that Helen Keller is not real? Let me see.
I don't care what no one say, Helen Keller is not real. I've been hip since like 30.
How are you gonna believe that? There's no actual proof.
Well, it's in the video. It has to be true, bro.
You cannot believe everything on the internet with no evidence.
All right, well, I'm pretty sure they think the same thing too. Let me explain to them in detail real quick.
My name is Arturo, and I'm gonna explain what ethos is and how the speaker lacks it.
My name is Alex.
At least you got one thing right. Back to what I was saying. Logos is when you're using logical reasoning to back your statement. The speaker does not appeal to logos by not offering data, statistics, and evidence. The speaker claims that if Helen Keller was able to see and hear at one point, her existence would make more sense. However, Helen Keller in fact was able to see and hear at one point. So the speaker contradicts his own logic with this statement. Also, the speaker claims that it is unlikely that Helen would be able to do what she did because the same technology did not exist back then. Though we did not have as advanced technology in the mid-20th century, Helen Keller did not use any advanced technology to learn to communicate. She learned to communicate through the manual alphabet by her teacher Anne Sullivan, who would spell words like water on Helen's palm and then one water over it so she would learn to relate the feeling with the word. This teaching technique is still widely used today by people who are both deaf and blind. Overall, if the speaker gave me valid evidence, I might have believed it, but let me call my friend Jaden and see what he thinks.
Hello everyone, my name is Jaden and I'm going to talk about where this TikTok user falls short in terms of his appeal to ethos or credibility. This guy in the video tries his best to seem confident and be persuasive, but he really has no credibility to him. I mean, if you take a deeper dive into who this guy actually is, he has no background in history, education, or communication disorders, so he's not an expert in this field at all. I mean, what I'm trying to say is, this guy has no idea what he's talking about, so why should anyone believe him? The creator of this video doesn't cite any actual research or sources to back his claims here. He's just spreading misinformation on the internet because conspiracy theories have become a growing trend on TikTok. And in my opinion, that's honestly the problem. Anyone can just make an account on TikTok, say something wild, and someone is bound to believe it every time.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all.
Professor Longoria is a government agent. The only reason we're doing these surveys in class, which one you own, iPhone or Android, is so you can steal your information.
The only reason we're writing these essays,
So he can steal your information. You guys need to seriously
lock in and start,
seeing what's under the hood.
Anyways, it seems like this guy just says whatever he wants in his account. I mean, are you really going to believe someone who seems like they're more focused on going viral than being accurate? I mean, look at this.
Bro, I guarantee y'all Micah Parsons is not getting traded. He will be staying in Dallas, bro. Parsons is not going anywhere. And when I'm correct.
Okay, in all seriousness, confidence is not the same as expertise. And that is exactly why this user's ethos is weak. No real qualifications, no expertise. To me, that just equals no credibility. Now we know that this video isn't the most logical or credible. Let's see if it appeals to emotion in any way.
Hi, my name is Adidai Raifu. I'm going to explain why the speaker's argument lacks pathos. Pathos is an appeal to emotion from the speaker to make the audience feel how they want to. His way of speaking makes me feel like I cannot oppose his argument, since he has an implausible tone and he's also pessimistic. When I was first watching the video, the speaker had an implausible tone where he did not give me a chance to oppose his argument. He gave off a very pessimistic tone, stating that it is impossible to learn to read and write while being both deaf and blind. He seems to forget that people have done things that were once thought to be impossible. His tone makes you have to agree with his statement even though it's clearly false.
To end it all off, the creator tries to sound confident, but his conspiracy theory falls apart once you look into the ethos, pathos, and logos. He has no credible background, no sources, and relies only on confidence, not expertise.
Sum it all up, the speaker's argument falls short the moment he says that Helen Keller is not real. When a conspiracy has no emotional truth, no credibility, and no logic, it's simply not an argument worth believing or looking into.